Hi everybody, if you're new to my channel, I'm Lori and you are watching Lori's Book Trials. Today, I am going to be doing my TBR for the Believathon Part 3. So stay tuned. So, I hope you guys are excited to see what I'm going to be reading for Believathon 3. That How to Train Your Gavin. Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin does. He's the creator of, and he did these really neat how you say the companion? And I got one. And I didn't think it was bad. It was $10. You get it through Amazon, or he has a link where you can download it if you got a printer and you want to do it that way. But I thought this was real. For $10, this wasn't bad because it's really cute. It's got a map. And it's got all the different prompts in there for you. And the author, an author gives you recommendations. See? And you could put your reading challenge, the name of the book you're going to be reading, your review for the book, and the star rating. So for each of those. So I thought that was really neat. And then it also has Book of the Month from October, the whole year. And it's got a list of clues. So when you're done, you can, you can like put a little check if you want, or color it in or something, knowing that you finished that one. I thought it was really cute. So, and I'm going to be looking at this to let you guys know what the prompts is. And also, before I forget, it's the whole month of November, so you got the whole month to read. And middle grades are pretty easy to read, so you shouldn't have any problems. The first one is the key. I don't know how long this video is going to be, because I'm going to tell you guys what it says, the prompts say. So it says the key. Everything appears to be quiet at the manor of Believathon, but you know better. An airy fog has rolled through the deep woods, almost making your journey to the manor impossible. With a full moon and dangers of deep woods behind you, you approach the entrance of the manor. There is a key on the ground, but you can't use it until you have completed your very first prompt. In order to use the key, you must read a mystery. For that one, unless I can find something else, I am going to be reading Maleficarum by Thomas Taylor. Not really too sure about what this is about, and I really want to not know too much about it. But I just know it's a mystery. I'll read you this part. You probably don't believe in the Maleficarum. You maybe think there's no way a fishman could be real. This story probably isn't for you anyway. In fact, do yourself a favor and stop reading now. Close this book and lock it in an old tin box. Wrap the box in a heavy chain and throw it off the pier. Forget you ever heard of Erie on Sea. Go back to your normal life. That's all I'm going to read to you, what it says. But look at this. It got a little messed up because nieces, when they come over, sometimes they touch when they shouldn't be touching. And they touch with dirty hands. So, yeah. But what can you do? The next one. And then there's something from author Robin Stevens, who's done the Murder Most Unladylike series or something like that. Yeah. So the next one has recommendations. So if you wouldn't know what to read for that, they give you, one of the ones they give you is Green Glass House by Kate Milford. And then two other ones, so that. All right, the next one is the Fingerprints. Excuse me. Taking a look around the manor of Believathon reveals that nobody has lived in it in years. It was thought that the Maleficarum, I don't know how you say that word for sure, would be safe and hidden in a building rumored to be haunted. The doors open themselves. It sends a shiver down your spine. When you approach the nearest door, you notice there is something on the handle. It looks like the villain might have opened it. In order to collect the fingerprints, you must read a book written by an author from a different culture than your own. For that one, I got... Now, some of these might change if I can find other books for the prompts. It's just that right now, I only went with the books that I could find for the prompt. So, I might, like, go to the bookstore before the first of the month, or after the first week of November, and I might want to change some, so we'll see. But I got Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky by Koan Mabilla? I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Oh, I can't remember. The other one was by Thomas, in case I didn't tell you, I can't remember. Thomas Tyler. I don't know too much about this, and like I said, I don't want to know, but I know it's a Rick Riordan Presents, and I want to start reading some of his present books. And I really, like I said, want to go in as blindly as possible, so I'm not going to tell you about this one. This one, you guys will have to see what I think about it when I read it. And then you got the author Rashi Chasney. I know I totally butchered her name. And the recommendations, I'll tell you one of those, is the one I'm reading. Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky. Well, yeah. So, they also have Other Words for Home by Jasmine Warga, something like that. And then Where the Mountain Meets the Moon by Grace Lynn. Okay, the scream! Okay. Outside, you hear a blood-curdling scream. When you run outside, you see a strange fog has surrounded the manor of Make-Believathon, and there's many things moving within it. They're heading towards the graveyard. Uh-oh. You follow them with the protection of your flashlight as they seem to be repulsed by the light. They surround a tomb with a skull laying atop it, locked in a scream. To collect the scream, you must listen to an audiobook or read a book out loud. For that one, I am going to be doing, even though I have other books that can work for this prompt as well, because I just bought 3 or 4 middle grade books on audio. But I picked The Land of Stories, The Wishing Well by Chris Colfer. And like I said, I'm not going to tell you too much. You guys are going to, if you guys don't know what they are, you just have to wait until I read them and talk about them. But then we got Vashta Hardy. I'm so sorry if I butchered her name. The Bright Storm Adventures. I'm not sure. And some of her recommendations are The Wizard of Once. I'm not going to say these authors' name. The Explorer, and The Girl Who Drunk the Moon. That's those. The next one is The Torn Page. Uh-oh. I don't like my books being torn. It says the town of paper tearing draws you to the library. Once inside, you notice there is no one there. But who was making the noise? You can barely go inside the library due to the amount of ripped books on the floor, and you wouldn't know where to begin searching for the next clue. A voice echoes through the library telling you the identity of the thief of the missing Maleficarum is written on one of the pages. In order to find a torn page, you must read a book with a supernatural element. I'm not sure if this has supernatural elements to it, but I'm going with it because I want to read it, and it looks so good. And that is Maya and the Rising Darkness by Renee Barron. I'm so excited about this book. I don't know too much about it. I just know she's like a godlike or something like that. I know my friend Drew read it and loved it, so I'm super excited to read it. Look at this gorgeous cover. I just love the color scheme and everything. Okay, and that Michelle Harris is the author for this one. And recommendations is The Vanishing Trick, Eva Evergreen, Semi-Magical Witch, and Pocken and Stub. Those are the ones for your... The crown, even though I don't have a crown. Okay. While in the library, a scratching noise draws your attention to the bookcase. Many of the books have been damaged, their pages littering the floor. Oh no. But there is one bookcase that has been untouched. Upon closer inspection, you notice there is a book titled Believathon. You grab it and try to pull it out. Instead, it jams. You hear a click. And the bookcase opens. Da-da-da-dum. It's a secret room. Cool. It's filled with cobwebs. But something glittering steals your attention. It's a crown. In order to collect it, you must read a book that is set in an alternative world than your own. For that one, I got the next book in the Keeper of Lost Cities, and that is Keeper of Lost Cities Exiles by Shannon Messenger. And all I'm going to say about this is that she lives in the human world, and she finds out that she's an elf and adventures a shoe. So I want to read the next one of that, so that's what we're going to do. And then we got Simon Cheney. I forget how you say the author's name, but they do the School for Good and Evil. And their recommendations is Rumblestar, Beyond the Deep Woods, and Keeper of the Lost Cities, which is the first one in the book that I'm going to be reading the second one of. So, yeah, see? So it works, because I'm reading the next one in it. The next one is The Spilled Ink. Uh-oh. Fingers wrap themselves around an open door. Bony fingers that belong to a wraith-like ghost. The door belongs to the study. And what sounds like a gunshot, bang, causes the ghost to disappear. Knowing a clue beckons you in the study, you run to the door and open it. But the handle is dead cold. Ooh. But you go inside regardless. What appears to be a man is hunched over the desk, scrubbing, how do you say that word, frantically. He knocks over a pot of ink. It's a clue. In order to collect the spilled ink, you must read a book that features ghosts. And for that, I'm going to be reading Down, Boom, Boom, The Girl and the Ghost. All I know is that she gets this cat, or a ghost, or whatever it is. I'm not exactly sure what it is. But she gets it from, I think, her grandmother or something. And the ghost, the cat, ghost cat, whatever it is. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you guys. Never mind. I'm not going to tell you guys what the ghost cat does. But just say it's going to get spooky if people do something that is against this little girl. And I saw this through Al Crate Jr. And it looks so good that I had to buy it. So thank you, Al Crate Jr. Even though I didn't buy it from you, didn't get your guys' box. It was your box that got me to want to read the book. Okay. And that is Laura Ellen Anderson. And she does the Amila Fang series, which I've never read, but sounds interesting. And her recommendations are Scratch, Scratch, which sounds good. The Haunting of Evelyn Jones, sounds creepy. And The Last of the Spirits. All three of them sounds really good. I'm going to have to look into those books. The next one is The Dagger. I don't have a dagger. We'll pretend like the pen's the dagger. It says, a plum of smoke steeps down the hallway from the kitchen. It smells like something is burning. You battle the smoke to reach the kitchen door, where you open it to see a figure inside. Uh-oh. The finger turns to you. It is the villain. After an intense moment of trying to communicate with the figure, it disappears. It's gone. You hear a clank. They drop something on the floor. You walk over to see that it has fallen. It's a dagger. So in order to pick this pin / supposed dagger up, I would have to read a book that is set in a dangerous setting. And for that one, I don't know if it's set in a dangerous setting, but pyramids and stuff like that sound like it would be kind of dangerous. And the things that they have to do in this book sounds like it's going to be pretty dangerous, so I'm going with it. And that is the first book in the Kane Chronicles by Rick Riordan, The Red Pyramid. And this is Sadie and Carter and their adventures. What happens when they finally spend some time together and their dad disappears? Da-da-da-dum. Of course, that is by Rick Riordan. Can't remember if I told you. The Keeper of Lost Cities is Shannon Messenger. Yeah, I already told you who Maya was. The Girl and the Ghost is by Hannah Elkuth. I don't know where that one went, so we'll just put it here. Don't need to be in no order. All right. Recommendation. Oh, first I got to tell you who did the recommendations. Jamie Litter. I read the first book in his series. I want to get the second one. The first book is called Frostheart. Loved it. The second book that I think it comes out this coming month or something like that, or next year. I can't remember in the States. I know it's already out in the UK. But I want to read the next one. So, and I know Gavin loves the series, so I'm super excited. And his picks are Orphans of the Tide, The Eye of the North, and Ember and the Ice Dragon. That looks so good. I want to get that book. Ember and the Ice Dragon by Heather Fawcett. The Backpack. Exploring more of the manor now, you notice there are some rooms that just won't open to you. Not until you collect more clues scattered about the mysterious manor. Now upstairs you enter into what appears to be an unused guest bedroom. There are no personal belongings inside, but upon investigating the shower, you notice a backpack. It rattles and calls to you. It's a clue. In order to collect the backpack safely, you must read a book by a new-to-you author. This one I got from Gavin's channel. A video that he did. I at least have to put some that he's read before, right? I at least need to put one or two that he's read before. So, I picked Hide and Seeker by Danica Harmon. Sorry if I butchered her name. And this looks so creepy, you guys. So creepy. I just know this boy disappears and he comes back and they have a party for him and they do this game and crazy things happen. Yeah. What happened to him when he was gone? Is it really him? You'll have to watch me read it to find out. I know I'm being silly. I know this is a long video. I'm sorry, you guys. But I want to read it all out to you. So, yeah. The next, okay. Oh, that is by Ellie McNichol is the one that is doing the recommendations for this. And she has one book so far. It's on here, A Kind of Spark. And the recommendations is When Life Gives You Mangoes. I still need to read that. I got an ebook on that one. Out of My Mind and George. I know I've heard of George, but I haven't read it. The Footprints. A sinister sound fills the air. It's scratchy at first, but it's gradually transformed into a rather beautiful melody. Follow the music. It takes you towards the grandest of doors in the manor. The music reaches its crescendo. How is that word? Crescendo. When you open the door and then falls deathly silent. You step inside the ballroom to see a soul piano in the center, and all around it are footprints imprinted in the wooden floor. In order to collect the footprints, you must read a book that features a prominent villain. I don't have the book yet, but I am going to be getting the Owl Crate Jr. special edition of The Howlpox by Jessica Townsend, and I'll be reading that one. And lo and behold, that's who the next recommendations are going to be from. Recommendations: The Witches, The Legend of Podkin, One Ear, something like that, and Northern Lights. The next one is The Hand Mirror. Mirrors fill the walls in the manner of Believathon. Their purpose to reflect the vanity of the former inhabitants. As you pass, not only do you see yourself reflected, but the face of those who have lived and died in the manor. The mirror leads you to the lounge, where a fire burns in the fireplace. Something beckons you to the flames, and as you get closer, you see that a hand mirror materializes in smoke. Ooh. It will show you the villain. In order to get the hand mirror safely, you must read a book with a beautiful cover. And for that one, I got Arua Shah and The End of Time by Rashi Shasni. And I know in this one, she makes up stuff, and then like her friends and everybody else, I guess, like freeze, and she has to do something in order to get them unfried. The Sophia Anderson, who did House with Chicken Legs, and the other one, is the author for this. That's going to do the recommendations. And the recommendations are The Girl and the Witch's Garden, Inkheart, and Kiki's Delivery Service. The Chain. At the back of the manor, in what appears to be the biggest room, lies a once glorious theater. Ooh. People from up and down the lane of Believathon would attend shows here. Time has not been kind. The red seats are moth-bitten, and the stage is splintered. Suddenly, chains drop from the ceiling. They slither around you. They bind you. You're pulled to the nearest seat, and they will not let you go. There is only one way to free yourself and collect part of a chain as a clue. You must read a book that features a colorful cast of friends. I want to finish this finally. I started it and put it down and never got back to it, and I want to finish this before I can do some more of his book. So, The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. I know I'm totally butchering his last name. I always do. But yeah, I'm not going to tell you what it's about because you guys should all know. If not, where you guys been? Alright, I think we got 2 more books. I know this is long. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so Anna James, Witch. God, I love this series. I was trying to fit this in there and I didn't know where to put it. But she does the Page and Co. series. The first one is Tilly and the Book Wanderers. I might still be reading the second one, just not for the Believathon, but during the month. So it will go for the Believathon, but it just won't be one of the prompts. But the one I want to read is Tilly and the Lost Fairy Tales by Anna James. So I'm probably going to read that. Her recommendations are The Lonely Heart of Maybelle Lane, A Darkness of Dragons, and The Land of Roar. The next one, The Flash of Lightning. Says, crashes of thunder, flashes of lightning, and the pelting of rain. On the windows fill the manor. A figure appears between flashes, guiding you towards a door that appears like no other. It is pointed and made of wood with mythical symbols. You open the door. You see that you have stepped inside a peculiar potion room. Cool. A clue is inside, and among all the jars, you know exactly which one it is. The one with the flash of lightning inside. In order to collect it, you must read a book that incorporates fairy tales. For that one, I don't know if it does, but I'm reading it because it looks good. And that is Paloma Santiago and A River of Tears. I believe this does. I just can't remember exactly what it is. But this one looks so good, you guys. Like, oh my gosh. It says, praise for Pablia, I forget how you say the name. Santiago, and the River of Tears. Boy, I can't pronounce words. It just says, obsessed Pablo Santiago And her two best friends, Emma and Dante, know the rule. Oh, yeah, it is a legend. It incorporates Fortell because this is the one with the lady that, like, kidnaps the kids, takes them into the water, and I think they drowned. I forget how you say the name of it. But I watched, oh my gosh. I watched Grimm, and they had an episode with this storyline. And it was so good. I need to watch that storyline again. It's making me want to listen to Grimm now. Okay, let me watch Grimm. But anyways, this looks really good. So, it's just going to be about that legend. So, cool. It's going to be creepy. I'm really excited. Okay, let's hurry up. The author is Thomas Tyler. The Legend of Arion series, which the first one I have there, Malamander. And his recommendations, the Jumbies. The one I have, which is Pabla Santiago and the River of Tears by Tickler. I'm sorry, I'm totally butchering the name. K. Maja. I know I totally butchered the author's name. Asha and the Spirit Bird is the other one. Okay, we gotta hurry up. The Shadow. What's that? There it is again. Is there someone behind you? Is it the villain? Is it the person who stole the Maleficarum? It's hard to tell when there are shadows everywhere. They surround you and hound you, and the only place to run is the dining room. Inside there is only one shadow, and it challenges you. Do you want to know who the villain is? Do you want the final clue that will help you solve the mystery? In order to get the shadow, you must read a book that was first published in 2020. And for that one, this one. By Allie Carter. It's called Winterborn Home for Vengeance and Valor. I saw this on Jesse from Jesse Reads, a video that he did where he highlighted this book. It was the only book I think he read during that video. And then he had a interview with Allie Carter in it. Or afterwards where you could watch the interview with him, interviewing her. So that was really cool. And I just know, I think her mother disappears. And she's sent to the orphanage. And she has to follow these clues maybe or something in order to find her mother. I'm not really sure. But the one that's going to be doing the recommendations for this one is Renee Barron. And, of course, I have her book up here, too, Maya and the Rising Dark. And recommendation is The Magic in Changing Your Stars, The 10 Riddles of Eartha Quicksmith, and The Stitchers by Lawrence. And the last one, it says, The Villain Unmasked. With all the clues collected, you go down the stairs in the manor to the basement. Since the stairs lead into the upper floor has caved in, the only way is down. Everything has been leading up to this moment. You just know the villain hides down there. That you are one step closer to saving the land of Believathon once again by restoring the Maleficarum to its rightful place and unmasking the fiend that stole it. You go down the stairs one by one. You open the basement door. It creaks. The villain is right there. In order to discover the villain, you must watch the Unmasking video on How to Train Your Gavin's channel on November 30th, 2020. Be there or be square. Okay, that's it. Almost 30 minutes. It's going to be over 30 by the time I end this. But I'm so excited. Thank you, Gavin, for doing this. You guys, if you guys haven't heard about this, you guys should participate. It's going to be so much fun. And it's the whole month, and it's middle grade. Middle grade's so easy to read. So go watch Gavin's announcement video. If I can find it, I will put it down below. Because it is so fun, and you'll have a lot of fun seeing what all you get to see when he made this announcement. Because it was so much fun watching that announcement video live. What a fun time. So go watch it. If not, like I said, I will try to find it myself and put it down somewhere in the description. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it's very long. If you guys did, please give me a thumb up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And remember to hit that bell icon so you'll know whenever a video of mine like this is up for your viewing pleasure. I'll be vlogging this next month, so I hope you guys will watch my vlogs. Bye. Lori out.